Get recording. Well, welcome everyone to our Fierce Friday. This is my favorite time of year, of week. This is my favorite time. I love getting on these calls and being part of all of these like-minded women, men, superheroes basically, right? This is what we're doing. So I am going to go in. Okay, so I'm Taz Ferreira from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I represent the Canadian of our entire company. Okay, and I'm honored to do so. I joined the council over a year ago, and I feel that I've been living this lifestyle my entire life. And finally, I have a platform where I can show of who I really am, what I do, and it feels so beautiful to be part of this community. So I am very honored and thank you everyone for having me here. And yeah, so let's get into what is glyphosate. Like whenever I explain to people what is Fierce Friday all about, I always mention it's about education. It's about education and awareness. We are powerful moms, caregivers, dads, who are not taking no for an answer, who we want to make a difference in the world. And the only way we can do that is through education, petitions, and being loud, right? So this whole movement started with the chairperson, well, the founders, Amy Venner and Stephanie Dawn, okay? And Stephanie had an issue what happened with her son, right, of glyphosate. I think we all know the story about the glyphosate toxicity with Cheerios. And like Stephanie, I experienced the same thing with my son. My son had glyphosate toxicity and I had no idea. We were feeding him super healthy foods. This is what the awareness that I always feel that we need to teach even more. Because even though you're eating healthy, because we've been plant-based for over 12 years, I thought there was no way anyone could eat healthier than us. But there was a way. There was more. There was more to our food and what we were eating. So when I learned about glyphosate toxicity and I did not know the importance of organic foods. I did not know. I had no idea that organic foods were the culprit that were actually hurting him. And when Biomedic came into my life and helped heal my son's microbiome, that's it. I was like, I am on board. I need to be loud and proud and sharing this with every single mama out there because we've normalized it too much of having our kids being sick. Oh, it's eczema. That's normal. That's okay. It's not. You know, oh, they're constipated. That's normal. It's not. Let's stop normalizing all of these issues that we've been made to feel that it's conditional. It's normal. It's not, right? These are glyphosate toxicity. We have a petition, okay? A glyphosate petition. And I think right now we're 95%, okay? We're 95% of our goal. And this is to get glyphosate out of Cheerios, products of General Mill, because we were taught that Cheerios is a health food, right? It helps them find motor skills of our kids. And we know this is not true. What happened with Stephanie Dawn and her son, we know this is a huge correlation to glyphosate toxicity and damaging our microbiome. So please share this petition. This is a great way to get the movement started. Everyone who asks me, they're like, Taz, how can we be part of the Million Mom movement? How can we share this mission forward? This is how. Send people onto this call and share the petition. Share what we're about and what we're about. So I'm going to introduce to you Naiva Flore from California right now. She's going to be talking about the scholarship. Okay, go ahead, Naiva.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. We have so much to share here at the Million Mom Movement. And our scholarship is absolutely incredible. We are awarding 4 families per month, a scholarship for 3 months. It's a business scholarship. And for 3 months, they get to receive around $400 worth of superfoods to sharing the products with their community. So there's a really great opportunity. Their job or their income, there's a great way to help them create another stream of product and the business opportunity. So please share that. If you guys didn't see yet, I did make a reel about it, and you can share that in your stories and you can have fun with it. About social media, I just want to make sure that you guys all know that you can official on Facebook as well. And within that group, we've been going live in that group and sharing information, but I also remember when we were kids and it was like choose the next chapter in your books, like you could decide which way you were going. These story memes are like that. You can pick the ones that you align, that you want to share, and you can mix them up each time you share them so that you're not sharing the exact same redundant story over and over again. So it's a whole lot of fun. Have fun with those. Lastly, I want you all to know that we have an amazing Instagram page. And if you guys use our hashtags and tag us, I will try my best to repost you, especially in the stories. I repost all of your stories and I repost as many of your posts as I can. And so please use our hashtags and tag us there. And if you're ever looking for any of our links and you're not sure quite where to find them, please refer to the link in our bio on Instagram, because we have the replays to our Fierce Fridays there. We have the link to Fierce Friday there, as well as our blog, our scholarship applications, and so much more. So please make sure and check out that link, and I'll send it back to you, Taz.
Thank you so much, Naiva. Do you think you can do the pledge as well?
Oh, yes, that's right. The pledge. Let me put it up here. Let's see. So incredible pledge. It's on our website. We have so many amazing resources that you can just go to Million Mom Movement that we have. And I have kind of spotty internet here, so I can't share my screen at the moment.
That's okay.
Taz, are you able to share that?
Yes, no problem, no problem. I can read the pledge.
Pull it up, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I have it here.
You
so
do? Okay.
I pledge to defend the health of myself and my family. I pledge to choose organic. I pledge to choose organic foods that are minimally processed and free of man-made ingredients, all aspects of clean living. I understand the environment of the future generations. I am committed to sharing this movement of many. I am the Million Mom Movement. So please go ahead and take that pledge, and you can find it on millionmommovement.info. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Naiva, for reading that. You know, these internet issues happen, and thank you for doing that. Okay, so we're going to just jump in with our special guest today. She's our council member, and she is our ultimate guest, and we are in for a huge, huge treat. Okay, guys, she is a former business coach. Okay, so who's better to teach us about our business than a former business coach? Okay, she is the chair of our Million Mom Movement. She's aligned herself with Purium to allow, herself to have time and location freedom, right? She's a mother of 2 incredible boys, and she's presently on the island of Hawaii. And she's working her business, and Purium has allowed her to do so. So we are in for a treat. She's going to give us business coaching. And if you want to relaunch our business, okay, and how to do so. I know I'm super excited. I'm taking notes. I hope you guys all have a pen and pad ready to take notes and get started. So the floor is yours, Stephanie. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Taz. Aloha, bonjour. Thank you, Naiva, as well. We're working on a skeleton crew here with the council this Friday. Happy summer, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you. Greetings from the island of Hawaii. Yes, I am living the lifestyle freedom business. And this is something that I cherish about our superfoods company, that it allows me to do the things that I love and work very part-time hours and receive full-time income. So if you want that with Purium, if you're just starting with Purium or you're relaunching your business, I have some incredible support and coaching and tips for you today. All right, so let's dive in. All right, so we do have a lot to cover, so please get a pen and paper if you're not driving. I see some of you are driving. Thank you for being on screen. If you can turn your camera on, I love seeing your beautiful faces. I'm a high touch gal living in a very high tech world right now. So I just want to tell you a brief story about how it was that I launched my Purium business, because I think stories are important. In fact, they're the heart of being a network marketing professional, to be honest. Facts tell and stories sell. All right, write that down. So I was a very busy and successful business coach 5.5 years ago. I was not looking for another stream of income, but I saw what was happening in my own body, and I knew I was 10 years postpartum. I had over 50 pounds of weight on my body that I could not get off of me, and I did not know what to do. Our protocols helped me drop that. Okay. And I was struck by the fact that, wow, if this can help me and I didn't have to work out like a fiend, maybe it could help other women in my life. Because I had many women. I have a background in the birth world predominantly. I have a lot of communities that converge on the social networks, but I know a lot of moms and a lot of birth professionals that know a lot of moms. And I was like, wow, if this can help me, maybe it can help the women that I'm connected to in the social network. So I immediately started using Facebook to promote my business. And I just started sharing my story. And without even trying, I started ranking up in the company, consultant and director. And I'll share about those ranks in a moment. And then I went to our company convention, and I was not going to go. And we haven't had one for a while here because of COVID, but my prayer is that we'll have one again in 2022. We'll all be together again, because it was really my favorite weekend of the year, to be honest. So I went to our company convention and I read the book GoPro on the flight there and on the flight back. And once I had met Dave and Amy, once I had felt into the people that were being attracted to this opportunity, coupled with the residual income model, I never looked back. I didn't have a team. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew I was going to do it. And with that, I started a diamond run. And within about 3 weeks of convention, I had my first brand partner. And she and I started doing healthy happy hours twice a week for 2 months. And within 2 months, I ranked executive and then director. I'd already hit executive and diamond. I'd already hit director back in the spring of 2016. And so it was the fall of 2016 that I hit diamond, which is what I was going for. I was really excited to rank diamond. So that's my story of how I got started with Purium. It was all about live events. And I'm going to talk more about that in a moment. All right. So the Million Mom Movement mission is business forward inherently within our mission. Okay, so what are we? We are 1,000 women, men, caregivers, concerned citizens in over 100 communities, reaching out to 10 families to help them turn their pantries clean, green, organic, non-GMO. That's our mission. All right. So who are those 1,000 people? It's us. It's those of us who have aligned with Purium as brand partners, who are here to open conversations and share about what we know, particularly those of us here in the Million Mom Movement. Why? Because we are mission led. We are mission led. We're here to get the toxins out of food. We're here to normalize wealthy moms. We're here to help families feed themselves, nourish themselves with superfoods, premium superfoods, and make money while doing it. All right. So we stand for economic empowerment. What does that mean? Economic empowerment to me means that we are sovereign in our ability to financially care for ourselves and our families. Let's normalize wealthy moms and dads. Okay. So, what does it mean to be wealthy? Whatever you define it to be. Okay. It's up to you. It's your definition. You get to decide what wealth means to you. Okay. So, what is your why? What is your why? This is really important. We do a lot of training on this in my team. What is the importance of Purium to you in your life? Why do you want a Purium business? Why does it matter? I'll tell you what my why is. My why is so that I can travel with my children and show them the world. That's my why. I've also got a few writing projects I'm working on. And if you follow me on Instagram at sacred.woman or Facebook, just as my name, Stephanie Dawn, you'll hear more about the things that I've got coming down the road connected to health and wealth. All right. So, it's really important for you to know why you're here. Why are you here at a business training for Fierce Friday? What is going on in your life that you said yes to joining Purium as a brand partner? You must know this. If you don't know this, it's so easy to just let it go. Let it go. And if you want to figure out your why, talk to your upline. Ask them to help you, okay, get clear, or talk to a friend that you care about that is not going to judge you for being a network marketing professional. We don't need anyone to diminish our dreams, right? At all. We need people who are going to fuel our dreams, all right, and support us in our decisions and what we're doing for our family. So what is your vision? Where are you headed? What's your ultimate destination? What rank are you going for? This is really important. If you haven't filled out a business planning worksheet like this, you want to fill them out, and you'll find them in your getting started module in iLearn in your back office. Okay. This is really important. And if you need help filling it out, get help again from your upline or your sponsor, your upline diamond. You got to know where you're headed. Okay. You got to know where you're headed. So, I want to talk about going fast versus going slow. And before I talk about, our fast start bonuses, because I want y'all to know about those. Those are really important. I want to just highlight the importance of going fast. Can you go slow? Of course. You can do whatever you want. This is your business. This is your Purium organization. But fortune favors those who go fast in network marketing. Why? Because the points all roll over at the end of the month. So you want to be generating action and momentum in 30 days or 31 days, depending on which month you're in. So you want to be going fast as you want, and you want to be taking massive action. And when I say massive action, I mean that what we're asking you to fill out here in terms of who are my brand partners and who are my customers, this is just the start. I want you to make a list that is hundreds long. Okay, that's your homework. This is just a start, all right? But I want you to ultimately make a list that is hundreds and hundreds. You might go, Stephanie, I don't know that many people. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you do. It's so easy for us to think, oh, I can't do this. I don't know anyone. No, you know way more people than you think you know. Way more people than you think you know. And again, if you need help, ask for it. Okay. Ask for help to figure out, who do I know, right? Who are the people in your neighborhood? Who are the women in your dance class? Who are the moms at your school? Who do you know at your community center, right? Colleagues, current colleagues, past colleagues, high school grads. There's so many people in the world. And you know what? The majority of them need what we have. They either need the health opportunity or they need the wealth opportunity. So I recommend that you go fast. I recommend that you get the fast start bonuses. Why? because they are magnificent. Let's go over the fast start bonuses right now. Okay. The first bonus is the consultant bonus. That's 1,000 points, which includes your personal volume. It includes your personal volume, and it includes whichever customers or brand partners you have underneath you. If you hit that fast start bonus within fast start consultant within 10 days of enrolling, you receive $100 from Purium. So not only do you get your commissions, but you also get $100. Fast start director, you have 2 months to hit fast start director. That's 2,500 points, and it's a $400 bonus. And it's not just a $400 bonus for you, it's a matching bonus for your upline, the person that enrolled you. Okay. Big money, $400. Fast Start Executive, 6,000 points. You have 3 months to get that bonus. 6,000 points. Can you do it on your own? Sure, you can. Much easier with brand partners. Okay. Much easier. And that's $1,000 bonus. Fast Start Executive, 3 months. If I were you, everyone who's on here, I'd be running for a Fast Start Executive, right? You're going to want to hit those smaller ranks first, but have that be your end goal. All right. Run for Fast Start Executive, get that $1,000 bonus. And then the fourth bonus is the diamond bonus, that you have 4 months to receive that bonus. And again, it's another $1,000 bonus. All right. So those are the fast start bonuses. You want to get those bonuses because those bonuses, that money in your bank account is going to show you that this business model works. It works. When you work it, it works. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you take it seriously and you work it, it's going to pay you. And today's payday. Happy payday to everyone who got paid today. We're paid 5 times a month. We're paid every Friday and the 15th of the month for the previous month. All right. I know I'm going fast, but I have a lot to share here. We will open it up for questions at the end. And if you have a question now, just write it down and we'll get to it. Okay. All right. Let's talk about sharing versus selling. Okay. Because you might hear people say, oh, I'm not a good salesperson. And you can say, oh, well, we do things a little bit differently at Purium. Would you like to hear about how we sell? Ask a question, get curious, right? Here's how we sell. We share. We share stories. We tell our story. And if we don't have a story, we share someone else's story. You can share my story. I lost 50 pounds with our protocols. I also helped to completely transform the health of my son's gut with Biomedic. All right. He was very, very ill from eating glyphosate-ridden Cheerios, which Taz shared at the top of this call. So those are my 2 stories. You can also share the fact that I am healing breast cancer naturally. And I do use Purium products in addition to many other things that I'm doing. So we all have stories, we all have stories. Taz has stories. Naiva has story. The whole council has stories, and we are your upline. We've said it before. We'll say it again. If you want to do a 3-way text on Facebook Messenger with myself and a prospect, I'm inviting you to do that. Okay. And I can help you get them excited about the Million Mom movement. Okay. We share about health transformations, right? We share about how our products can help people. We share about recommendations that have helped people. We make recommendations. I recommend ... Write that down. I recommend ... So if you're not in a place where you don't have an upline, or you don't have a downline, then you're going to want to bring your people to your upline. Okay. And they're going to want to make recommendations to your downline. If you do have a downline, then you're going to be that person who is making recommendations. All right. And it's the power of 3, right? I call it the sacred trinity. It's the sacred power of 3. So when you bring folks to a 3-way connect call and or a 3-way messenger thread or a 3-way Instagram messenger thread, it's powerful because you step out of that place of being the salesperson and you allow your upline and or the council to do the work. I recommend it. It's what helped me rank up, 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 up. Okay. Use your upline. You're not here to be the salesperson out of the gate. You're really not. And don't even feel like you need to know everything about all the products. That's just going to put off your success. Bring your people to your upline. It's called ignorance on fire. You don't have to know everything. You can just be ignorant. You don't have to know it all. You just bring your people to say, I really want you to meet my friend. She's amazing. She's had an incredible success with this business, and you need to meet her. You need to ask all your questions to her. Don't ask me because I'm learning. All right. So with Purium, we are a solution community. We are a community of solutions, right? Solutionaries, you could even say. And so what we find in the sales conversation with Purium is people bring us their problems. We have solutions. And if you're doubting whether or not we have solutions, I'm here to tell you, don't doubt. I've been here for 5 years. I cannot even believe the transformations that happen for people every single day in my own organization and in all my side team organizations. It's mind blowing how these protocols are helping people. When we share, we tell stories, we talk about, it can be from the very smallest health problem to the very largest health problem. It doesn't matter the size. Pure food, organic food, whole food, sun food, superfoods are helping people every single day. All right. When I started 5 years ago, and I used to hear people say, everybody needs what we have. I was like, really? That's pretty arrogant. I actually thought that. And I've since learned that everybody really does need what we have. Everybody really needs biomedic. Number one, everyone needs biomedic. As we know, or if you're new to Fierce Friday, glyphosate is the most widely used herbicide in the world. In the world. It's everywhere. It's in everything. We all need biomedic. Okay. If you could just have an incredible business just sharing stories about biomedic and selling biomedic. Okay. Now let's talk about, I just want to close up the sales conversation by saying that use your tools. We'll get into that in a moment. But if you use your tools, connect calls, videos, etc., and you share stories, those tools will do the job of selling. And your work is to close. Your work and the work of your upline is to close. Okay. And we'll talk about that a bit more when I talk about income producing activities in a moment. All right. Let's talk about the entrepreneurial and success mindset. Because if you're not feeling like you can do this, if you're not feeling like you have what it takes, if you're not feeling like, you don't believe in the company, or you don't believe in Dave and Amy, or you don't believe in network marketing, or, there's all kinds of reasons why this business will never succeed for you if you don't have all the areas of belief covered, right? So it's really important that you work on your mindset, that you really, do whatever you need to feel that you can do this. All right. It's vital because you're not an employee, you're an entrepreneur. And the employee mindset means, we've all been employees, right? And the employee mindset is all about being told what to do, right? Allowing someone else to tell you what to do. And, as a leader on my team, I do tell people what to do. If they tell me they want me to, I'm running for this rank. Okay. I'm like, okay, do this. And the people that are really running for ranks, like they're in touch with me all the time, like daily, and texting me daily. I don't mind that. They're not bothering me. They're leaning into me and my expertise around this business. Do I know it all about network marketing? I do not, but I know a lot more than I did 5 years ago. So as an employee, or even as an entrepreneur, a solo entrepreneur, you're working in the dollars for hours paradigm. When I show up, for my 8 hours, I get this paycheck. That's not how it is with residual income. When you are sleeping, when I'm sleeping in Hawaii, it's like 6 hours ahead on the East Coast. My team is working. I'm making money while I sleep, literally. All right. I want that for you. So when you're thinking like, oh, I don't know who I know, you want to be finding those people that don't live in your same time zones. And the people below you, in your organization, they're going to be finding people in all the different time zones, right? We've got Taz has a full downline that's working Europe, you guys, if you know people in Europe. Okay. So you are the boss in your peer in business. The buck literally stops with you. All right. So you're the one that's got to show up to work for you. Okay. However, we do this business in community. We do it in community. When I was a solo entrepreneur, a solo business coach, it was just me. I did have a little team, I had a virtual assistant and I had a business coach that I was working with to support me. But I have like many upline. I've got many side team. I have this whole council. We lean into each other regularly for business support. And this is a network. It's a community of love and support. And we are a culture of positivity. It's not to say that, bad things, negative things don't happen. I mean, we're human. Things happen, right? And it's the realm of personalities, and certainly there's personality clashes that can and do happen as well. But we handle it in that culture of positivity because we are all about solutions. We are all about solutions. So we work to create solutions. We never let the bad or the negative take us down. Don't let anyone take you down. Okay. There's nothing that can take you down in this business. You're the one who can create what you want in your peering business. If you aren't having the results that you desire, reach up, right? And again, this is for people who are launching their business, but it's also for people who are relaunching their business, right? Even me as a blue diamond and a re-ranking blue diamond, which I'm really proud of. Even I sometimes forget to reach up to my upline. I'm like, oh, I got it handled. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not using Rachel. Rachel Balance, that 2-star crown is my upline. And I'm like, that's crazy. Lean into Rachel. It doesn't have to be just about us. When we do that, we get into troubles. Okay. Be bold, ask for help. Be bold, ask for help. All right. It's so important as an entrepreneur that you're the boss, that you create business hours. I cannot speak this strongly enough. If you don't schedule time to sit your butt at your kitchen table or go to a cafe and work your income producing activities, which I'll tell you about in a moment, your business will not move forward. It is vital that you do that. Okay. It's vital that you create time for your business. Can you do it, on the fly? Yeah, you can. But you're going to get that on the fly income. And if you want serious income, whether you want, $500 a month or multiple thousands of dollars a month, you got to create time for your business. And you got to show up for yourself and your business. It's really, really, really important. No one else can do that for you. You've got to do that. All right. If you need babysitters, hire them if you can afford it. If you cannot afford it, create a co-op. I did that when my babies were tiny. We 5 moms and dads, we would bring all of our kids to one person's house for, several hours, and we'd go off and do whatever we needed to do. And then, one day of the week, we'd take all the kids. So it was amazing because several days of the week, my kids were playing at my friend's house. Create a babysitting co-op. All right. We need to be doing more of that anyways with each other. We all need to be leaning into each other and helping each other. We're all so disparate and spread apart. And COVID-19 has really brought that, even more so into our lives. We need to be coming together more. We need each other. So, the other thing I want to offer to you in terms of, the entrepreneurial and success mindset is create personal development time daily. So what does that mean? If you have a meditation practice, if you have a prayer practice, if you have books that feed you and that you like GoPro, highly recommend that book by Eric Worre. Eric Worre, Worre. He's like the granddaddy of network marketing. Read that book. And so whatever, fills your cup, right? Going for a walk on the beach, spending time with your children, cooking, maybe cooking fills your cup, whatever you need to be doing for yourself, nourishing yourself, do that for you. All right. Okay. So there's two ways to work Purium. I always tell this to new brand partners. You can share your gift code to acquire customers, right? That's more the affiliate model. People don't ever need to know it's a network marketing business. You just share your code. All right. So that's one way via ishoppurium.com. The other way that is really going to be creating the big bucks is to get brand partners. Everything catapulted for me when I got brand partners. Okay. So it's really, in my opinion, if you're really going to make a go of this, you need to be finding brand partners, leading with the business. Okay. Let's talk about income producing activities now. They are prospecting, presenting, and closing. So let's talk about prospecting. When I talk about, getting your butt into the chair at your kitchen table or at the cafe, I want you to be prospecting. Okay. I want you to be working lists. This is my team's tracker sheet. Purium has their own tracker sheets as well in iLearn, but I want you to be tracking who it is that you're talking to. This is so important. If you don't track who you're talking to, it's going to be a big mishmash and very chaotic, and it's going to be hard. Okay. So track, I want to make this easy for you. Track who you're talking to. All right. And track maybe even where you're talking to them. Is it on Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it via text? Okay. I prospect predominantly through Facebook. So that's really where I go, and if you don't have a lot of friends on Facebook, make new friends on Facebook. It is not hard. It's really not. There's so many amazing health groups on Facebook, and you can just friend people, all right, that you like, that resonate with you. That's important. Make sure it's people that you like, that you could maybe collaborate with, either as a customer or as a brand partner. All right. So prospecting, it's called prospecting for a reason. Okay. Just like you have those pictures in your mind of the prospector panning for gold, right? You're looking for gold. You're looking for gold in your Purium business. And the only way that you're going to find gold is by prospecting, by starting conversations, by opening conversations with your the people that you know. Okay, either health forward, business forward. All right. So once you've opened a conversation with someone, then you're going to be presenting to them eventually. You're not going to present at the top, right? Like there needs to be rapport. There needs to be an opening. There needs to be, oh, what are you doing? Well, actually, I've just started a superfoods business. Do you know about glyphosate by any chance? Are you aware of the toxins in our food? Okay, these are questions you can be asking. Do you keep your options open for a second stream of income? Would you like to be working from home? Okay, these are all questions you can be asking the people that you're talking to. Okay. And then ultimately, when you've made a presentation from your Purium app, hopefully you've all downloaded your Purium app on your phone. This is an amazing app on a way to connect with people on our phones. We can send videos or PDFs from the app. My team also has a very large group full of health testimonials and product information. So I use that all the time as one of our tools. And then, the final tool in the closing pantheon is your upline. Get them on a call with your upline, either a Zoom or a conference call. All right. let your upline close. Let your upline close. I do close my own things a lot now because I know how to close. And I do not always need my upline to sell products. I do always want my upline to meet potential brand partners, always. Just 1 second here. I've got my kids I just need to talk to for 1 second. Okay, so let's talk about leading with the Million Mom Movement. This is one of my favorite topics. Who knew? Go figure. Moms, I'm talking to you right now. We love connecting with other moms. Okay, we love it. We love talking about what we love. We love talking about what we don't love. All right, we talk. Moms talk. All right, and we love talking about keeping our kids healthy. It's really important. This is why I believe Fierce Friday is as popular as it is, because we love to support each other in finding solutions to help our families. It's really important to us. Okay, so dads, they like to talk too. And I want to encourage all the dads who are listening right now, that, I want to see you talking as well to just because this isn't called the Million Dad Movement, it doesn't mean that you aren't included. All right. This is a movement of many. MOM stands for movement of many. All right. We are inclusive here. We need more dads to be talking to one another. It's really important. All right. We love to talk about nutrition. We love to talk about food. We love to share recipes. We love to make recommendations. Okay. So, and we like to talk about the outrage and the injustices that we see going on in our food systems. Okay. This is a great way to prospect, really great way to prospect, right? Are you aware of the toxins in our food? Are you aware of the herbicide glyphosate? Are you aware of the fact that Cheerios have the highest parts per billion of all the foods tested in 2016? Would you like that PDF? We have a PDF. And if you don't have that PDF, maybe Taz or Naeva, if you could put the link to the glyphosate unsafe on any plate link into the chat box, I'd really appreciate that. And you'll also find in the Facebook group, the Million Mom Movement official group, I put in, there's a post in there that has all the Million Mom Movement important links. So you'll find that link there as well. That PDF, you guys, it's jaw-dropping how horrendous the whole glyphosate issue is. If you need some fuel for your fire, read that PDF. It's like a 40-page report from 2016 about all the products that are drenched in glyphosate. And I'll tell you right now, they aren't moving anywhere near as fast as they are to remove glyphosate from conventional farming, which is why we need that petition to go far beyond 1,000. Okay, so leading with the Million Mom Movement is as simple as starting conversations about glyphosate, the problem, and the solution, biomedic. Okay, problem, solution. That's what we do. We illuminate the problem, we offer a solution. Presto, sales happen. Okay, you can tell my story about Cheerios and Zephyr. You'll find it on my Instagram. You'll find it, it's everywhere. It's in the Million Mom Movement official group. It's on the Million Mom Movement Instagram page. It's a photo of Zephyr when he was about 7 years old. Start a monthly or bi-monthly community gathering to learn and take action on glyphosate in your community. There are many, I was just visiting friends the other day who live near Hilo on the Big Island here, and there's glyphosate being spread all over down there. It's horrible. It's killing her pollinators, her bees for her farm. It's very serious. So if you know that glyphosate is being used in your community, start a monthly group to take action. So is it just about selling biomedic? No, it's about the larger issue. The Million Mom Movement is so much bigger than selling superfoods, but it's really important. The sales piece is really important, but there is a larger issue, and you can be creating community, which is that's gonna fuel your business. Trust me. Okay. Invite your friends to join the Million Mom Movement Fierce Fridays. Fierce Fridays are a prospecting tool. They are an opportunity to say, hey, this incredible community of moms and dads who are awake to the toxins in our food are gathering every Friday. I think you might really appreciate what they're laying down over there. And if you can't come this Friday, maybe you can come next Friday, and just, keep abreast of what we share, because the council and I work really hard to create valuable, worthwhile power hours. All right. Where you receive value and your prospects receive value, either in regards to health or wealth. So depending on what you're leading with that specific prospect, you can share, oh, well, next week, Jody's going to be talking all about the products, which she is. Taz will be sharing more about that at the end. Right. So, and we all love Jody, right? Jody's incredible. You want to get your prospects in front of Jody, right? Or if oh, Stephanie Don's talking about the business, I need to bring my business prospects to hear Stephanie Don talk, or a Crown is doing a presentation. We've got a Crown coming in a couple of weeks, Christina Amon, so we curate these Fierce Fridays so that they are really juicy for you. And go back to our past Fierce Friday presentations because they are very powerful. Okay. They are, months and months and months of Fierce Fridays that we have, where we have scholars, doctors, activists, filmmakers, and then there's us, the council, right? So we've got incredible presenters, and then there's us, the council, and then we've got the colored diamonds and crowns with Purium who come to share about business and their journeys, as parents, and how they're making it work. And we even had a fellow on here who is a Crown, Eric Mish, who's not a dad, but you know what? He sees what we're doing here with the Million Mile Movement, and he loves us. He's a dog dad. And that's fine. We want everyone here that cares about what we're doing to be here. All right. So Fierce Friday, incredible for prospects. All right. And go to our Million Mom Movement YouTube channel for past Fierce Fridays. You could also offer to host regular screenings, do Million Mom Movement meetups of films that are, jaw dropping in terms of what's going on environmentally with the toxins in our environment. Poisoning Paradise, incredible film. Game Changers, all about veganism and bodybuilding. Secret Ingredients, all about the toxins in our food, glyphosate. Forks Over Knives, all about, vegan living, plant-based diet. Seaspiracy, I haven't watched it yet, but I have so many people who have and are telling me to watch, and I'm a little bit like, I do like fish periodically, not that often, but I know I need to watch it. I do know I need to watch it. So it's all about what's happening with our oceans. And I just have to share something that I heard the other day by Dr. Bruce Lipton. I went to an incredible conference in South Dakota called the Advanced Medicine Conference. And Dr. Bruce Lipton was there. And if you don't know him, he wrote a book called The Biology of Your Belief, all about epigenetics. And he said that in 2042, that we would be fishing fishless oceans. So that was pretty sobering, actually, when I heard him say that. And I really think that I personally, as much as I like fish, I really need to know, I need to think twice about eating fish, just thinking about that statement. So let me come back here. So you can host the movie meetups. You could host just your own personal meetup in your own living room. That's what I did to rank Diamond, you guys. I held 2 healthy happy hours per week for 2 months to rank Diamond. And we talked about glyphosate. We talked about organic living. We talked about things that were important to us as parents. Okay. And so if you're serious about this business, I highly recommend either doing in-person events or online Zoom events. where your upline comes and does a presentation for all the women and men that you're inviting to your presentation. Okay. All right. Powerful resources for you if you're just starting out and even if you are relaunching. All right. iLearn in your back office. Go to iLearn, incredible compendium of resources to learn about the products, to learn about the Million Mom movement, to learn about glyphosate, to learn about what's going on with Purium, keeping up with Purium, how to get started fast. There's so much there. Gosh, I'm noticing our time. Holy smokes. So I want time for questions. So I'm actually going to stop now. And I'd like to open it up for any questions or coaching support that I can offer you for your business today. And you can just either raise your hand or come off mute. Either one is fine. And I'm going to take a sip of my smoothie here. Who wants some hot seat? Oh, Boo. Hi, Boo.
Hey, how are you? Thank
Hey,
you so
great.
I only jumped on in the last few minutes, but so much info. It was great to regenerate that. My question for you is, what drinks do you offer in the Healthy Happy Hour, and how did you offer any products, or you only offered them to sign up?
Oh, yeah. It was about at least a 45-minute to an hour long experience. Okay. So people arrive and we know people are late, but the minute they arrive, there's music playing. I'd offer them a little Dixie cup of tart cherry syrup. Here, welcome, have some tart cherry. Cheers. And they'd be like, oh, wow, just gets the taste buds going, right? And then after about 20 minutes of people arriving, I would start the presentation and I'm saying, gather around. Thank you so much for being here. We're starting. I'd welcome everyone. And I would start off first by saying, thank you so much for taking time to be here today. You're showing me that you care about your health and the health of your family. And then I would share my story. And if I was working with other brand partners who were there as well, co-hosting, I would invite them to come up and share their story. So we start with stories, okay? And then I would share about the mission and the vision of the company. I talked about Dave and Amy. I talked about our food systems. I talked about glyphosate. I talked about back then, 5 years ago, we weren't going plastic free. We had plastic scoops in every plastic jar. Now we get to toot our own horn about being plastic free. So we want to talk it up about how our company is walking its talk, right? In terms of our own carbon footprint. And so, and then I would have a DVD player. Remember those? And I would share the farm to family video, right? And the farm to family was amazing. And then I would share another video that was about the business. And in between the videos, Boo, I would offer Power Shake. Here, have some Power Shake. I'd already have the Power Shake made before people arrived. And then I'd go and I'd get the Dixie cups. I'm like, here, this is the Power Shake and these are the ingredients. And this is an appleberry, but you can have original, which has no flavor, blah, blah, blah. And then I would always share the super meal as well, because my team really loves the super meal. Rachel Balance said it really helped her with her Hashimoto's and her adrenal fatigue. So the super meal, the Power Shake, we sell them all hand in hand in my team. Okay. You guys, this is what I recommend. The ULT Immune Customizable. Write that down. That's the one I want you guys to be offering to people. I recommend the ULT Immune Customizable. Why? There's a couple reasons. I recommend the immune one because it's got the zinc aid in it, our most recent product. We all need to be taking zinc, you guys. It's very important. Why? Because it helps ward off the dreaded COVID-19, number one. Okay, it helps keep a healthy immune system. All right, so that's what we want. We want a healthy immune system. And I love that zinc has vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin E, the zinc aid. Okay, really important. We all need that. And then the customizable allows you to determine which shakes you want to add in. Okay, so that's very important as well. So then I would open it up for questions, Boo, at the end, because invariably people have questions. And I'm telling you, you guys, every single healthy happy hour that I did where people attended, because sometimes people didn't attend, and that's really not what it's about. It's not like, oh, boo hoo, they didn't come to my party. No, your invitations to your healthy happy hour are about opening conversations about what we have. It's not about them actually coming. It's just starting the conversation. And if they say, no, I'm sorry, I can't come, you want to have that next date about when, oh, well, we're having another one on Tuesday, or we're having another one next Saturday. Would you like to come to that one? Just keep inviting, keep inviting. Your consistency with this business is crucial. All right. And so then at the very end, I would either take them to ishoppurium.com or iSharePurium, or Purium Enrollment really is the one that I like to go to when they're ready to become a brand partner. Purium Enrollment. Take them there. All right. I hope that helps, Boo. Okay, beautiful. Great question. Kathleen O'Brien, aloha. Please come off mute.
Hi, you guys are amazing. Thank you, Dawn. I'm sorry, Stephanie.
That's
Thank
okay.
you. You guys are amazing. Thank you all on the movement. My question is also about the happy hour. Do you know anyone that has started doing those successfully? You know, now that social distancing is a little bit more lax?
Do I know anyone that's doing them successfully? I think people are doing them all over the United States. And I don't know about Canada, but I think that teams are starting to do that all over the United States. I think if you keep your group small, people will respect that. But it's really up to you and what you believe about all this, in all honesty. I'm just going to be forthright here. You know, in terms of what is health. And you know, if we've got people coming together to learn about this, we're going to be way better off in terms of maintaining our health so that we don't have to perpetuate all this, you know, the social distancing and everything. Okay. So
Thank you.
I just say go for it. Just go for it. People need what we have. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. That was amazing. This is a great way to relaunch your business. If you're new into it, I mean, you just gave the complete blueprint, what we need to achieve our goals. Okay. And if we've been in the business for a while, just jump back in, you know, let's look at it at a clear vision that we're starting from anew. Okay. And next week, Jody Parker will be talking about which superfoods are for you. We have so many superfoods. So she's going to be very product focused and narrowing down for us. So thank you so much, everyone. I respect your time and have a great day. See you next Friday.
Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Taz. Thanks, Council.